Samantha Markle's lawyer said Meghan Markle ran a calculated psyop to land a prince and that she is most probably a sociopath in comments that are likely to offend the Sussex camp. Peter Ticktin, senior partner at the Ticktin Law Group, upped the rhetoric as the two half-sisters prepare for a court battle over whether Samantha's libel lawsuit against Meghan Markle can proceed to trial. His comments will likely rile the Sussex team. Meghan has been called a sociopath before by former palace staff, according to biography courtiers by Valentine Lowe, the journalist who broke the 2021 story that Meghan had been accused of bullying former aides. I'm not certain as to her exact diagnosis. I don't know for sure whether she's a psychopath, a sociopath, or has a borderline personality disorder with narcissistic tendencies. I just believe that she's one of these, most probably a sociopath. Newsweek approached Meghan's spokesperson for comment when the libel case was first launched. Her lawyer, Michael Kump, said in a statement, "This baseless and absurd lawsuit is just a continuation of a pattern of disturbing behavior. We will give it the minimum attention necessary, which is all it deserves." Samantha has accused Meghan of defamation over her comments made to Oprah Winfrey in March 2021 and then to Netflix in December 2022, suggesting that they had no real relationship growing up. The Duchess of Sussex told the couple's docuseries, Harry and Meghan, that she lived with her mother, Doria Raglan, during the week, and father, Thomas Markle, on the weekend as a child after her parents split, and she argued that her father's other children, Samantha and Thomas Markle Jr., were adults and had already moved out. Samantha's team say she was highly involved in Meghan's upbringing while the Duchess lived with Thomas Sr. full-time, and that she saw Doria on some weekends. If her case is going to proceed to trial, she will need to convince the judge not only that Meghan's account was wrong, but also that it was damaging to her reputation. Ticktin said, "We all loved Meghan when she started to date Harry. In time, though, we learned that Meghan was not exactly what we thought she was. To many, the bloom came off the rose with a thud. Here you have a person who should have been on top of the world, and instead she sowed seeds of destruction and harm unto her father, the royal family, and her wheelchair-bound sister. It's an unfortunate situation when a person is at odds with their own family, but here you have Meghan at odds with the families on both sides." On Meghan and Harry's relationship, he added, "This was not love on first date. This was a calculated psyop to land a prince." He also took more general aim at Meghan's account of her life, including the often-told story of a letter she sent to Procter & Gamble, asking it to change the language on an advert for dishwasher soap Ivory Clear, which said, quote, "Women are fighting greasy pots and pans with Ivory Clear." How different things could have been, not just for Thomas Markle, but for Prince Harry as well. Far from home, having the kindly figure of his father-in-law to turn to might have provided Harry with the stability he has so plainly been lacking since abandoning his own family. Who better than Mr. Markle to guide him in the realities of life in a mixed-race marriage, but none of this wisdom has been available to Harry. Instead, their relationship has been one of sour mistrust. It has hardly helped that Mr. Markle has offered his own uncompromising views of his daughter and her husband, accusing Harry of being snotty and an idiot who's whipped by Meghan, was never likely to endear him to his son-in-law. Even so, this cannot excuse Harry's own behavior. The roots of this unhappiness lie in the weeks leading up to Harry and Meghan's royal wedding in 2018. Mr. Markle was revealed to have collaborated with the paparazzi photographer in staging pictures of him preparing for the marriage ceremony, from reading up on British history to being measured up for a wedding suit.